So this one, I got super emotional and I had a lot of synchronicities. So we're going to go back to my expression when I was in, we'll just say old Hollywood, like the silent film era.
Yeah.
And so I had a song. Again, all this I feel like I'm getting a lot of downloads when I'm out because my mind just drifts when I'm out in the garage. And so my music's playing. And the first song that um where my mind really started to drift was it's called My Blue Heaven, and it's Fats Domino. So in my head, I'm seeing that time period and Rudolph Valentino, and it's a big party and everybody's dancing and having a good time, and just that's what the song made me think of, even though the version that I'm listening to is not from that time period at all. But that's what came into my head.
Hmm.
And so I went and looked it up later, and the original version is around that time. That
Oh, the
time.
original version was, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm definitely seeing um, like it wasn't, I don't know the right word. It was like a memory. I felt like it was a memory that was coming back. So then the next song that came on was Turn to Stone by ELO. And the word blue came up again in that song. And I was like, okay, there's a connection between the blue. And then I couldn't remember I was pretty certain, and I didn't go back and try to find that session with you, but I think you had said when you saw Rudolph Valentino that he was Syrian, and aren't they blue skinned?
Yeah,
Or
they're
he had like pointed ears or something. And
uh,
so it was like, okay, so he's definitely giving me these synchronicities. So telepathically, I'm like, all right, if that's you giving these to me, then the next song that comes on, put blue, have a lyric with blue in it. So the next song that comes on, I don't know if you're familiar with them. The band is Jamiroquai, and they're like I think like a '90s kind of techno sounding music from the group's English.
mhm.
And the song is Canned Heat. Actually, is that the one that's in Napoleon Dynamite? I think it might be the song that's in Napoleon Dynamite that he dances to.
Okay.
So I'm there working out, and I'm listening to the lyrics, and they're repetitive, and and it's going, and I'm like, oh, it's not going to have blue on it. So this was a false synchronicity. At the very end of the song,
Yeah.
blue comes
Okay.
up. So I'm like, okay, this is something. So now my mind is like, go and go and go. So it jumps, and I start thinking of, okay, so this is what I wrote. So My Blue Heaven came on, Fats Domino, Fats. That's the first one. And that's where I had the strongest memory of like a party and everybody having a good time. And then Turn to Stone, Blue came up, Canned Heat, Blue came up as the confirmation to yes, it's a legit, what you're seeing was all, legit. So I put clear vision of us at a club or large party, dancing, drinking, laughing, all around great time, everyone in a happy, festive mood. Felt strongly he was restoring this memory to help bring in those emotions of just being like that carefree kind of just good, fun, everything. Um, so all three songs had blue in them, Syrian question mark. I asked if my intuition was correct, play a third song with blue in the lyrics. And then I put does not say blue until the end. Ha ha ha. Like, like she did it on purpose. Like I'm gonna make you wait.
Mm.
So when I can't remember how many years ago now when I first asked you about Rudolph Valentino, uh, after I found that out, I would, was kind of looking at stuff, and a story came up about, or something my husband watched or something, but it's all around the same time. So there was a silent film actor at the time named Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle, and
Okay.
do you know who he is? Or
I've
you
I've heard of the name Fatty Arbuckle before.
Okay. So he had signed a contract for like $1 million a year. He was the highest paid actor at that time. Um, and very popular comedic actor. Uh, um, and he went on. There was a let me just read what my notes. Roscoe Petty Arbuckle, and then I put I knew him in that express. I'm gonna start crying. Strong emotion, 1920s ish $1 million contract. In 1921, 1922, he was put on trial for the rape and manslaughter of a young woman named Virginia Rapay. So her name, Virginia Rapay, virgin rape,
Mm.
right? Roscoe was reportedly shy around women, accused of rape by the victim's friend. Police determined. It's just, I remember when I had first seen it or heard it, like I said, I don't know. My husband watches a lot of those like graveyard things where they talk about the actors and this and that. So I think that's what I saw it on. But he was put on trial for the murder of this woman based on what this other woman was saying, that they said that the police, so not even a doctor, the police determined that because of his size, he must have crushed her, whatever. And
Uh,
the whole thing is so ridiculous. I remember saying, this guy was framed. He 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 was the highest paid actor. That Adolf, whatever the fuck his name is, producer in Hollywood, he
mhm.
was behind this too, I'm positive. Anyway, it destroyed his career. The newspapers got a hold of it, and it was salacious, and it was all run through the papers, and so basically just destroyed his life. Um, I never felt like he did it. I hope I'm not wrong, but I felt like we knew each other. I was friends with him, and Rudolph Valentino brought this memory back because just how they took him out, they
Mhm.
did the same thing to Roscoe. And then I like, is that why my dog's name is Roscoe? Like, my mind is just like, is that why I feel like this love towards him
I'll
was
look
like
up a
friends?
picture of him real fast
So
here.
anyway, I'm hoping, I don't know if he needs to be passed on or he just wants his name cleared. And I don't feel like I'm wrong in this, but I got that we knew each other, that he's in spirit, um,
Hmm.
that he wanted his story told because even though this, was a long time ago, it's one of those things. Are you not getting a good feeling?
Let's see. I'm looking at a picture of him. Let's see here. Hmm. There it. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Roscoe Conkling Fatty Arbuckle was an American silent film actor, director, screenwriter. He started at the Selig Polyscope Company and eventually moved to Keystone Studios, where he worked with Mabel Normand and Harold Lloyd, as well as his nephew Al St. John. Okay. Okay. I don't know who. Okay. Virginia Rapé's death. Let's say. During the party held at Labor Day, September 5th, 1921, in Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle's suite at the St. Francis Hotel in San Francisco, Rape allegedly suffered a trauma. She died 4 days later, September 9th, from a ruptured bladder and secondary peritonitis. Okay, let's see. Uh, okay. He mentored Charlie Chaplin. Was Roscoe Arbuckle known for? Mentored Charlie Chaplin, discovered Buster Keaton and Bob Hope. He was one of the most popular silent stars of the 1910s, and soon became one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood, signing a contract to make $1 million a year in 1918. In 1921, Arbuckle threw a party during the Labor Day weekend. Okay, let's see. Net worth. Let's see. Okay, at the time of his death, Fatty Arbuckle's net worth was less than $2,000. He left a small estate to his wife, Addie, according to the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. This was a stark contrast to his earlier wealth and fame as a successful silent film comedian and director. His career was significantly impacted by a highly publicized scandal and subsequent trials, which contributed to his financial decline. Okay, let's see. Uh, okay. Let's see. Okay, I am sensing something here. I'm looking at this one picture of him. I'll show you this picture I found at the first thing that popped up here. See this image of him here?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he has this particular look on his face, like this is there's sadness there.
I want to cry looking at him. I just,
Yeah. And this one here, this image is more happy here. Uh
mhm.
so this is how he's supposed to look. Here, he's like sad. So I'm getting that I'm not getting it wasn't like Michael Jackson where he had like mind control. This one was he was more of a kind of white knight figure, and the whole thing with well, let me see the woman again. Let's see. What was the woman's name again?
Virginia Rapé.
Virginia Rapé. Yeah, and uh, oh, I heard something on this. Hold on. Okay, I think the denseness I'm getting here. Are you a ghost? I don't think you ever moved on. Okay. Well, how did it say you died again? Let's see.
Are you speaking to Virginia or
I'm
Russ?
thinking it's Fatty Arbuckle. Hang on. You're very okay, parentitis for Virginia Rappe, but how did he die? Let's see. Uh, okay. Okay. Uh, did yeah, there we go. Die. All right, we'll go with this. Heart attack. Okay. Arbuckle died in his sleep of a heart attack in 1933 at the age of 46, reportedly on the day that he signed a contract with Warner Brothers to make a feature film. Interesting. Okay. So, what did you say? Yeah, my arm's going numb with you being around. No offense. So, that was definitely a heart attack. I can feel that. Was that poison? 'Cause hmm. What are the poisons that can cause heart attack, especially that was available in that day? Let's see. Cyanide was probably, I think, is one of them. Let's see. Let's see. We'll go with poisons that can cause.
What is strychnine? That just popped into my head.
Uh,
What is strychnine?
Strychnine. Okay, let's see. I think the strychnine is, I'll put that in here in a second. Cause a heart attack. No, I didn't say food poisoning. I said poisons. Let's see. Okay. No, dumbass. Let's see. Let's see. Here. In a certain okay. This does not answer the question. Okay. Man. No, there's cyanide. Poison can lead to cardiac arrest interfering with cellular oxygen utilization. Okay. Yeah, okay. I was right on hearing cyanide, but there's also strychnine. Let me see. Strict. Okay. Okay. Strychnine. There we go. Okay. 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 Let's see. Okay. Let's see. After swallowing strychnine, symptoms of poison usually appear within 15 to 60 minutes. People exposed to a low medium amount of any route of exposure will have following signs and symptoms: agitation, apprehension, fear. Okay. Uh,
So it doesn't kill you?
yeah, basically it will in high enough doses. Let's see. And they survived strychnine poisoning. Strychnine poisoning represents the class with classical features and with presents with classical features and with early diagnosis and supportive management, the patient can survive. The initial serum concentration of 4.73 milligrams liters is the highest reported concentration of patient who has survived. Okay. I think it was cyanide that got him, though. That was one of the classic ones at that time. Can lead to cardiac arrest. Okay, that one is known to cause heart attacks. So, yes, and the other two, uh, yes, but it was mainly cyanide. All right. Now, what? Ooh, there's something that's in the air when he also. Oh, mm. All right, friend. What? Why did they do it? Or did they set you up with that girl because you were wanting to stop them from doing these things? So they set you up with scandal. All right. So was it the same as like say James Dean in the cursed car, and then you have Elvis, then you have all of you have all of them. So ooh, getting it in the chest here. So I'm gonna have to move you on, and then we can talk the other way. All right. All right. Hmm? Okay. If you're in a transition spot, then we can talk easier. There we go. So, oh, I put you in a bit of a slightly higher realm so we can talk a little safer. You can go up even higher when we resolve this. So let's see. All right, there we are. So what? So that Virginia Rapé, that is actually essentially a wordplay on virgin rape, was she right? Mm-hmm. That's oh, I get it. It's the same as nowadays. Like if you mess with them, they put a bunch of crap on your computer, like kitty pictures and stuff like that. It's the version of that from that day. Hmm. It's same shit, different day. It's saying so. Yeah. So what? Is that why she named her doggy Roscoe? Yes.
So we were friends,
Yes.
or are friends. We are friends.
Yes. And you were looking into a lot of this, kind of like the whole thing with Michael Jackson, where he was looking into a lot of this as well. So what? So what? Energy's cleared somewhere. And so what? Is it that you need also resolve? That what happened to the young girl though? What's that
Virginia.
even her name? Uh,
Virginia. Okay. Well, I don't know that. I don't think that's her real name, obviously.
No. Yeah, it was ruptured bladder and secondary peritonitis. So let's see. Peritonitis would be. Let me look that up real fast. So I get that right. Uh, Secondary peritonitis is a serious abdominal infection caused by bacteria entering the peritoneal cavity, the space between the abdomen wall and the organs, due to the disruption of the gastrointestinal or urogenital tracts. This disruption can be a form of perforation, injury, and or medical condition. It's characterized by inflammation of the peritoneum, the lining of the abdominal cavity, and is often a surgical emergency. So if someone would say punch you in the stomach repeatedly, that would cause peritonitis. Yes. So correct. Yes. So is she with you now too? Possibly, because I'm getting echoes. That's it. Is she with you? Possibly, Roscoe. Hmm. I'm not liking this one. Hang on. I'm going to look up a picture real fast so that I have uh, something to go off of. I have,
He sacrificed her to frame him.
yes, they did. Let's see. Young woman, yeah, she was, let's see. Uh, okay. Zelene, Virginia Rapé. July 7th, 1891, so born then, and then September 9th, 1921 died. So was an American model and silent film actress, working mostly in bit parts. Rape died after attending a party with Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle, okay, who was accused of manslaughter and rape in connection with her death, though he was ultimately acquitted of both charges. Okay. It was the fact that they did that to him as a warning, like, don't mess with us kind of thing, or don't fuck with us. So, okay, let's see. Virginia Rappe was born in Chicago, Illinois on July 7th, 1891, to a single mother, Mabel Rappe. Mabel died when Rappe was age 11. Age 11, Rappe was then raised by her grandmother. Okay. No, wait, okay, death. Let's look at this. Okay, circumstances of Rappe's death in 1921 became a Hollywood scandal and were heavily sensationalized by the media at the time. During a party held on Labor Day, September 5th, 1921, in Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle's suite at the St. Francis Hotel in San Francisco, Rappe allegedly suffered a trauma. She died 4 days later on September 9th from a ruptured bladder and secondary peritonitis. Okay. So are you here? I'm getting immense pressure in my head. So are you here? If you are, you're barely cohesive here. So uh, okay. Roscoe, can you do anything to boost that a little bit? And anybody benevolent, can you, with no conflicting agendas, can you please boost that signal a little bit? Hmm? What are you angry about? You're apprehensive with me. You're acting like you were drugged or something. Okay. Mhm. You're pissed off, but not at him. Oh, you were the sacrifice. He was it was used as a warning to him, and then his career went down the toilet. Hmm. But he did nothing to you? No. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. So what? Who did it? Three plus guys, meaning beat you up, and basically you were turned into a movie prop at that point. Hmm. So was the setup. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then placed in his suite. And were you conscious, Roscoe, when they did this, or did you wake up and all of this was around you? That you're meaning you lost consciousness and they did something to you, drugged you, did something, and positioned you in a position where it looked like you did it. But it was still slightly inconclusive at the time. So therefore they let you go. Yes. Okay. So that was just a warning, and then the public, it was the court of public opinion that did the thumbs down because they believed what the bad guys, the Kabbalists, were selling, pretty much. So exactly, that's how they get you. Okay, is with the court of public opinion. Like now is what you're saying. So same shit, different day. He goes, it hasn't really changed except they don't do silent films anymore, and they he goes, it's not necessarily they talk prettier. It's just that yeah, a little bit. You know, they're learning, they're judging, they're basically reading the room a little better now. Is what you're saying. So okay, Virginia. Uh, what did they use her name or your name? Excuse me, as the whole virgin rape thing. Hmm. Like basically, essentially, like a virgin sacrifice to a god kind of thing. Uh, exactly. That's how they did the sacrifice of you. Is that correct? All right. Have you hung around that long? to view what's been going on, even with the Michael Jackson stuff, Diddy, all that Epstein. You've seen the whole thing. So, same shit, different day. It's same families too. So, just even even those that want to seek justice, it's the same things that's done to them. Yes, um, like what you did, Roscoe. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's see here. So, now that people know about this, okay, there is a frequency change. I can see that, and I believe Virginia, you're moving on. I'm seeing the particleization there. And it's happening to you too, Roscoe. So yeah. All right. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Uh yeah, you're able to go up to different dimensional space. Okay, so and also curiosity, he says, for you, you were there, you were oh God. Um a friend, but I don't want to say reporter. That is the wrong choice of words. It's yeah, okay, I suppose. Somebody who was just looking into it. I want to say secretary, but that's also the wrong choice of words. Like assistant, but also looked into things. Also, I'm seeing you on like film sets and stuff like that too. So,
Did I work for, I can't remember his name, the family, the producers? I mean, I guess so because everybody, okay, so let me rephrase that. Did I, how do I want to word it? Like like more personally worked with them?
mhm. Yes, yes, I'm getting a yes to that. So,
Mhm.
I'm trying to judge the capacity here. Um, Oh, okay. All I know is Virginia and Roscoe are grateful. So, so that this has been said. So,
Yeah, okay.
um, so, mhm. They're asking this be public. So this part be public. So like I can do that. I don't. So I can put in a Q&A or something. So if you want that, I can do that. I mean, if you, Susan, if you want that, so I can put that in there.
It's fine with me. If that's what they want, that's fine. I
Okay.
don't,
They wanted that to be said, something to be said publicly, so it's like, okay, I can splice it into a Q&A somewhere. Uh,
okay,
just put that as like a answer to a question or something.
okay, all
And
right.
then, so, oh man, something's burning the eyes here. Damn. Okay. Uh, hmm. Oh yeah, that I could feel like my left arm swelling up and everything, like somebody having a heart attack. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
cyanide poisoning. Careful. What? Oh, you're warning me about poking the bear too. So yeah, I know. Oh, I'm well aware of what I'm doing. So yeah, and you were well aware of what you were doing too. So yeah, and you were then also well aware of what you were doing. So okay? How did that incarnation of her while you're around, Roscoe? How did that incarnation of her pass? If you could see that from, because it was obviously after you passed. So. Um, Mm, weird. Okay. I just saw somebody putting a sheet over you. I didn't, that's all I saw for a second. This was in the same time frame.
So I was young.
Yeah, young. Yeah, I'd say in your 20s, or 30s. Trying to think. Yeah, I think it was, if it was 30s, it was early 30s. All I'm seeing is a sheet put over you, like you were laying on a bed somewhere, and that's. I'm gonna look a little closer here. I'm gonna roll that back and see what this is here.
So I did not die of natural causes.
No, this looks to be
Okay.
a poisoning.
And okay, so here's what I want to say. The the backstage, the family that had me backstage working for them, that's I think what I'm trying to say. Was this the same thing?
Yes, that's why they compared it
Okay.
to Epstein and the Diddy thing and everything. It's the same shit, different day. It's
Okay.
same families. That's what they're
All
saying.
right.
Families, plural. So is what they're saying. Two, at least. So
I have such intense hatred for that industry.
uh, good, it says. So good. That's actually a more, it comes from a place of compassion. He goes, people poo poo that he's saying, but that comes from a place of caring. So,
I wanted nothing to do with it. They approached my husband. When my son was very small, some talent scout or whatever approached him. I went to use the restroom about our son. It was some show on Disney at the time that they were like, oh, he'd be perfect. And blah, blah, blah. I think he was like 5, maybe younger. And I was like, no. And my husband was like, well, I'll talk to my wife and see what she says or whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with that industry. I go, it might be different if my son was asking, but I go, I want nothing to do with it.
mhm,
And I didn't know, and this is before I knew, had any memory or anything. I was just like, new.
yeah, yeah. This, mhm. Yeah, that you knew basically he's like good. He says this comes from not only the SSP and all this other stuff, but this comes from this burning hatred of them comes from like you knew what they did before. And the way I see you died, I'm like the skin looks weird. From what I see, that the body wasn't found for a minute though.
Oh,
Like I'm thinking this looks to be like a couple weeks.
ooh.
I want to say a couple weeks. Well, maybe two. Yeah, I'm saying 2 weeks, something like that. Uh, what? A little more than that, maybe two and a half, three. Well, that's a long time. Um, but I see this powder that's on the skin surface after all the water was out. I'm seeing like this weird powder, and that tells me poison. That is probably where you're getting some of that. Actually, no, this looks like arsenic to me. No, this smells like arsenic. Hang on, I'm gonna look up. I can smell it. No, so let's see. Uh, arsenic. Uh,
Well, that would make sense if I was indeed younger and was under the employ of that family. That would be a way for nobody to check on me, look at me, or whatever. They had the power to say, "Oh no, she's here, she's there, blah blah, whatever,"
oh yeah,
and then the
yeah.
body would be left for.
Okay,
Oh, did
yeah.
it freeze up?
This one. Let's see.
Uh,
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm getting a yes to that. The other effects of arsenic on the body.
oh,
Oh,
yeah, it totally locked up. Could you hear me at all or
yeah, I
no?
heard you. Yeah, it did locked up when I was looking into this. It says, yeah, addition to the effects of arsenic on the human body, in addition to skin cancer, long-term exposure, arsenic may also cause cancer of the bladder and lungs. Okay, it's International Agency of Research on Cancer. IARC has also classified arsenic and arsenic compounds as carcinogenic to humans, and has also stated that arsenic in drinking water is carcinogenic to humans. Okay, let's see.
Yeah. It's
Um,
I don't know if it's solely that Adolf, whatever his name was, that producer, but he keeps coming into my head. So
what's his whole name? Do you remember?
let me see if I can Adolf. Um, oops, let's see. Um,
Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, let's see.
oh my God, I typed it in and the letters are not even close to what I'm
Hmm.
Zukor, Adolf Zukor.
He
Major figure in the silent film era, known for his pioneering contributions as a film producer and co-founder of Paramount Pictures, and all-around fucktard. Oh no, that doesn't say
yeah. Uh, uh,
that.
he's saying you're being kind when you say all around
Yeah,
fucktard.
the
He's
evil.
evil, evil. Uh, and so fucktard is being kind. That's the kind of thing you say to like a sibling or something like that. You know, when joking around. He goes, "Fucktard is too kind." He says evil. He goes, you know, everybody's using humor, but yeah, it's like with Diddy and Epstein, evil. You know, those people you don't even joke with them. You just basically slit their throat. He says so. And he's being kind. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, with the arsenic, I don't know if it would leave like this. Let's see. I'm going to ask one more thing. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to say would. Let's see. Would arsenic poisoning leave a residue on the skin? I keep seeing white residue, so that's okay. Well, arsenic residue on the skin is probably not hallmark of arsenic poisoning. Chronic exposure can indeed lead to various visible and tangible skin manifestations. Okay. Skin pigment changes. This includes patches of darkened skin, hyperpigmentation, sometimes described as a raindrop dusty road pattern, or scattered dark spots. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. Got it. Okay. Uh, and then hyperkeratosis is the thickening of the skin, particularly on the palms and soles of the feet. These can appear as small yellowish corn-like bumps or warty lesions. In severe cases, it can form thick hardened plaques. Okay. Mees lines, whitish lines across the fingernails, can also be a sign of long-term exposure. Huh. Bad
I
thing
have
is,
I
oh,
have on my thumb, and I've never known what it's comes from. Is a white line. So I either they're poisoning me now.
you
I
know what? I was going to say to you, I have like every single symptom that they've said for arsenic poisoning.
Yeah.
So,
And it splits now in my thumb. I have to keep, and I'm like, what is this from? These, it's like both my thumbs have them. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see on here, but yeah, I've got those lines, and I'm like, and I had looked online long time ago, and it was saying from trauma. You get them from some kind of a trauma, so it's like a residual. I don't know
oh yeah,
effect.
like also energy can do it like these let's see if I can find it online here. You see how the quick of the thumb looks like it's like that at the bottom there?
Yeah,
Like that. Energy
yeah,
would cause that because
have
essentially
that
nails
too.
are keratin, and keratin is affected by energy and that's hair essentially. So and I've noticed that the hair will turn whiter and stuff like that when you access the energy. Yeah, it's the same as me, see? So
Yeah. I mean, age is part of it too, yeah, obviously, but yeah, so yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, when I said I read all the symptoms of arsenic poisoning on myself. He pointed at me and went, yeah, like that. So I said I basically looked at what I'm drinking over here. I said, which one? Because I have a coffee, I have and two types of teas sitting here. So it's like
Is it coffee?
hope
I have
not.
coffee and water.
It's no. He goes, it's the bottled water we use. He says so.
Oh.
And also not to mention the microplastics, but
Mhm.
it's the bottled water. He's saying it's bottled water. The way you purge it, they said, is like with probiotics, but which I do. But yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, with it's the bottled water. I keep telling Joanna we gotta steer clear of the bottled water and just use what's. I found that the tap is safer at the moment.
Yeah. We
Uh,
have we use that zero water filter,
mhm.
and I got everything. It actually tastes really good, but you know, the filters, you go through the filters like crazy. But when we were back in California, I had a plastic pitcher forever, and the filter is, plastic. So I'm like, okay, but I always have shungite in my water. So eventually I started to look to try to find like something glass
Mhm.
to use with it. And they sell one thing and it's like, you want to say carafe, and I don't think that's the right word, but like if you go to a wedding or hotel and they have like the big tall water stations, and then you have it, so they have one like that. So it's glass. So I have the shungite with silver in the bottom of it.
Mhm.
And so it goes through the filter, it sits in there with the shungite, and then I have shungite in my drinking glass always.
Yeah, they keep
So
wanting us to change the what we make the tea in from the plastic pitchers over to the glass,
yeah.
uh and those are going to be heavy in the refrigerator. They'd have to sit at the bottom. Those things weigh a ton if you have those glass ones.
Yeah, I get the big glass mason jars, and then it has a plastic lid on it. But if we want cold water, we put it in that and stick it in the fridge. But yeah, they are heavy.
They're heavy and hell as heavy as hell. Like we could also make tea, out, do the sun tea type of thing too.
Yeah.
You. But we used to do that in Lincoln all the time. It was that we just put a Lipton bag in there and throw it, a couple out there and throw it outside. But I haven't done that in a long, long time. But do that. They're saying again, but use glass. They keep saying he goes emphasize glass, glass. So glass, even though it has a memory, doesn't contain microplastics and arsenic. It may get it to hold the flavoring. Glass might hold the flavoring after a while. That's why we had to refrain from my grandmother using old jalapeno jars and pickle jars for tea because we go, what the hell is this? It's like,
Yeah.
I say,
True.
taste it,
Yeah.
and she's like, ew. So jars you find at a thrift store. It doesn't matter if you wash them in the dishwasher or not. It contains all that. I'm like, don't. But with this, yeah, how many times we had to tell her that, don't do it. Because one time it was pickled tea, one time it was jalapeno tea that came out. You'd think that'd be all right. It is not. So,
No.
uh, yeah.
Yeah.
And one time it tasted like soap, and we're like, nope, we're
Yeah.
kind of fresh. And
I heard that happen. Yeah.
with this, I saw a video of somebody who thought they were putting olive oil in a dish one time. It was olive oil scented soap, and they didn't realize it. They didn't read,
Oh.
and they cooked this meal, and it all tasted like soap.
Oh.
And they're like, yeah. And I knew somebody that made chicken in a Dutch oven one time, but then some ash accidentally got into the meal. It all tasted like soot. And none of the flavor would make its way out, and we couldn't eat it. Okay, what is it you're trying to tell us now? Um, that was a friend of my father's that did that. Anytime my father made anything in Dutch oven, it came out fine. So, there's something you're wanting else to say here, Roscoe. Um, hmm? Is this? You have a kind of concerned look on your face. What? Why? Hmm? Hmm. Oh, I think I get it. Okay, it's basically a lot of the stuff we look into, like the narratives and all. So he's talking about us now. Okay. No, I get it. I get it. If you want to be there at the conference, you're more than welcome. What about us? With they get watched. Everybody seems to get watched. So Bjorn gets watched. Why do we? What's going on here? Oh, he's saying be mindful of what I look at and respond to, basically what you said before by clicking something on the internet, like clicking a like or something like what you were saying in the beginning. He's basically telling me, I tend to be OCD when I'm looking at stuff like I tend to do that on Facebook, and
I was thinking that too when you were looking at the arsenic and strychnine and this, and I go, oh, God, I'm always wondering because I know everything is being tracked and they, will they pull it up later and go, oh,
It looks like this is part of the medical database, though, but still,
yeah.
but he's saying just be mindful of what I view and what I click on. And the same goes for everybody else. So, meaning, even if it's innocent, be mindful. Okay, can you tell me why? Uh, I mean, who's watching that closely? Was my curiosity. I know I realize the other dipshits that we deal with, but who is specifically is watching that closely? I guess I haven't paid attention to what goes on outside the house for a little bit, but like I haven't walked around to see if there's like a van watching or anything, but um, there's that to a minor extent. He's more talking about communications that are monitored and browser history, things of that nature, like what you click on, like also online, especially on what? Really? Oh, okay. That doesn't surprise me, but that's more artistic. He's talking about the social media platform Blue Sky. I use that sometimes.
Okay.
And there's a lot of photographers that post model pictures on there. That's mainly what's on there at the moment. A lot of the libtards went over there after, to separate from X and all that other stuff. It's not a bad platform, but there are some people that take it too far. And Blue Sky doesn't believe in censoring so at all. So if I wanted to post my old model pictures on there, I could do it. They would have no restrictions. And
So is he alluding to the fact that if they wanted to, let's say, blackmail you in a way, like, oh, look at it, he has all these, naked
yeah,
women on his computer, and again, it's public, the court of public opinion. So to people that don't know you, or people that get offended by that or whatever, they're like, oh my God, what's wrong with him? He's looking at all the.
I
Is
know
that
somebody, somebody altered, my Etsy store because I have a lot of the these Pele ones up.
Mm-hmm,
I'm gonna sell these at the conference for a couple bucks, and see if I can sell those. I'll just label them Pele talismans, and I'm gonna put them in a big wood bowl, all that other stuff. But basically, I noticed on my Etsy store, also mysteriously, Etsy expired a bunch of stuff on there, and I didn't do it. And so I put the Pele stuff back, but I didn't, and the Lena Vesta stuff back, but I didn't include anything else. Hmm? Can you repeat again? They're saying he's going back to your words, the court of public opinion. And I know I may not mean things a certain way, but that somebody might take it a certain way. Yeah, I get that. I completely understand that. Um, but they also have to understand cultures as well. And Elena Vesta's culture, that's completely fine. And with Pele, she's a Titan. They don't wear clothes.
mm-hmm.
So,
It's what they have done to society to twist people's perceptions of the naked body.
mhm.
And it's laughable because what they do behind closed doors is so horrific and so extreme that you take something as simple as somebody looking at a naked picture and they exploit it to where it's like, oh my God, he's a deviant. He's a
Yeah,
deviant. He's horrible. He's this. Can you believe it? He's there, acting like he's, in touch with ETs, or, like I can already hear it in my head, like what they
I can see
plan
he's
to
putting these
do.
awful scenarios in my head. And I completely understand that. Not leave myself open to any form of them basically using anything as cannon fodder, is basically what you're telling me. Yeah, I can understand that. I fully understand that, but that's why I'm going to restrict it to just Lane Vesta and Pele. So it's at that point. Cool. You know what you're saying. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
He's just, yeah, from what he went through, he knows. what they're capable of. And like I said, if we can already sit here and imagine narratives of what they want to or could possibly do, um, yeah, it's
Mhm. No, oh yeah, I get that definitely.
stupid.
And he's saying there's something. Okay. Oh, you've been very, very helpful, Roscoe. Thank you. Yeah. A couple of the clients were going. We didn't understand this. So when I gave them the context, so they're like, "Oh, that's cool. Yeah." So I said it's on GIC. We've said the context a number of times on there.
Mhm.
And that showed to me nobody was seeing it. So, but I have more of those to put up too. I got like three or four of those.
Well, the simplest, like you said, the simplest response to that, if someone finds offense to that, look, I can't control how you feel, but this is how they appear to me.
Mhm.
This is how they appear to me. I'm sorry if it triggers you or it's offensive to you, but this is what I see. This
Yeah,
is
this
how
is
they
weird.
look.
This is how
This
the
is the form that they take when I see them. So it's as simple as that. It's not like I'm
elementals are the same
trying
way,
to
very
offend.
same way. So it's like, yeah, elementals, fairies, all the same difference.
Mhm.
Titans, same way. The only time you ever saw Pele with clothes is so she could interact with regular Hawaiian people. That's why you see the floral dress and everything. And it's really almost like a lava like appearance. They showed like the flowers they're in the lava like appearance. So and Chrome, he's a Titan. He has a robo wizard, but Titans don't wear clothes. It's just it's like why would they? They're elements of
Right.
nature. It's like
Right.
so. Yeah, I just show them in the appearance that I see them. And no, Crumb, you're not going to be naked on anything either. So no, so I have limits. Thank you. Right, but he's laughing right there.
Yeah.
Uh, Isaac, don't even think about it. Let's say, he goes, fine, you just say what you're gonna say. He goes, yeah, you get in trouble for having Krubs' giant schlong on something. So it's like, yeah, funny, and you did provide the visual. Thank you. All right, so I knew you were gonna say something when this came up. Okay,
Chrome's like, I'm going to show you the real meaning of Titan.
yes. Now that got Crumb laughing. Okay, so he goes, I could, yes. Okay, now that's funny. Okay, so, but Roscoe's saying that yes, we all have that sense of humor. We all get it. Not the court of public opinion probably won't get it. Is what
Right.
he's saying. And so yeah, I mean yeah, we can make another Q&A or something. I can talk about it a little bit. That's not a bad idea. I can make a little notation or something. Uh, but that's not a bad idea to do. And I'll say something at the conference too. So say this is how some of these cultures are, and if you're butthurt or triggered by it, that I can't help you.